So much tradition getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second down, it's Pollard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, first. They're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 47 yards. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On play action, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Pollard. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Pollard one more time.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard,
A 6-yard touchdown run.
and the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Play action now, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And he is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Cowboys 14, 49ers 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now 2nd and 5.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
He's got a man complete.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown 49ers.
Deebo Samuel.
78 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, 49ers 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The 49ers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a pickup of 6.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing here, Purdy. Big strides, look at him go. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Moody good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. The Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Moody good with the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
On the return, this is Turpin. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup.
Second down, Pollard again.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as
as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
To the 27-yard line.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Prescott to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Looking to throw. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And down he'll go at the 25. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Third down.
Throwing. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4 yards.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Now Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Oren Burks, and the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.